Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel.
I'm Shruti.
And I'm Dre. And together we are Beauty and the Bear.
So today we're watching Death Note.
Today we jump back into Death Note Season 1, Episode 18, Ally. Let's get it going.
Let's do it.
Let's see here.
It's like they're gonna strap up his car.
That's what I thought.
What's all this?
Wow. Oh, to get into the building that L built.
Right. Multiple scans.
Wow.
Good belt.
Well, looks like this system is going to take some getting used to.
Morning.
Did you get hurt?
This? I had a little fight with my wife, and it's just that my daughter's still young, and I'm hardly ever at home as it is, so...
It's probably best if you sleep at home.
Well, you're gonna be missing out. The rooms in this place are amazing.
Where are they?
Oh, they're on a date. Last we checked, all of them were up in Misa's room.
Oh my god.
Yours, huh?
Pretend I'm not even here, okay? By the way, are you gonna eat that piece of cake?
Cake makes you fat.
Actually, I found that you don't gain any weight as long as you burn calories by using your brain.
So now you're calling me stupid? I'll give you the piece of cake as long as you agree to leave me and Light alone.
I'm still gonna be watching on surveillance cameras, so it wouldn't make any difference.
You pervert!
You can call me whatever you like. Last chance for cake.
I thought moving here was supposed to help us catch Kira, but since we've been here, you don't seem all that motivated to me.
Not
Because Kira's in this room.
Actually, I'm depressed.
Depressed? What for?
Truthfully, all this time I thought that you were Kira, and my entire case hinged on that fact. Although having said that, I'm still suspicious of you. These. And we also know that Kira can control people's actions. I assume both you and Misa were being controlled by him. Then everything we've observed so far makes a lot more sense to me. If what I'm thinking is correct,
come such a long
your
way.
confinement became that you were Kira. I don't believe it's coincidence that as soon as you were imprisoned, all the killing was stopped. But after 2 weeks, criminals actually began dying again. I can only conclude that Kira's power passes between people.
That's an interesting idea.
Yes, that's why I'm overwhelmed.
With depression.
Even if
With
you catch
depression.
someone under his control, they'll likely lose their powers and any memory of their crimes. So pursuing them becomes futile.
Cheer up, would you?
Cheer up, would ya?
I'm sorry, I can't. By chasing Kira so desperately, we're just putting our lives at risk for nothing.
Ryuzaki.
What the fuck?
Just because your genius deduction was wrong and I'm not Kira?
Fine, perhaps I phrased it the wrong way. I meant it would be pointless for us to make a move, so we shouldn't.
If you were just gonna give up, then why did you involve all those innocent people? And more importantly, what was the point of putting Misa and me behind bars?
Ooh! Boy knows martial arts himself, you know. Funny thing is, they fly with each other.
I can say that Light Yagami is Kira, and Misa Amane is the second Kira, but it won't be enough to solve the case, and that's why I'm a little depressed.
It's as if you won't be satisfied unless I am Kira.
It's a lot of truth.
I think I wanted you to be Kira.
Wow. Wow!
Stop them!
It's like they're doing capoeira.
Yes?
Ryuzaki, I've got good news!
Yeah.
What was that?
Matsuda's acting stupid again.
Well, that is his specialty.
I can hear you, you know.
Ryuzaki, I know you're not feeling up to it, but come over here for a second. Take a
These
close look at this. All of them were prominent Japanese businessmen, CEOs whose companies are leaders in their respective industries. They all died of heart attacks. There's been a general downturn in the market, with the exception of Yotsuba. In other words, their deaths have worked in Yotsuba's favor.
Read in the market.
13 similar deaths. Based on this, I can only conclude that Kira is supporting Yotsuba.
It could be.
Punishing
nuclear.
criminals is a diversion for him. It obscures the fact that he's actually killing people for the benefit of his company.
Whoa.
Are you feeling a bit more motivated now?
Death Note and how to use it. The borrower of the Death Note will not be followed by a god of death. The god of death always remains with the owner of the Death Note. Also, the borrower cannot trade the eyesight of the god of death for half of his life. Interesting. When the owner of the Death Note dies while the note is being lent, its ownership will be transferred to the person who was holding it at that time.
So if a light dies, this Yotsuba guy keeps it.
Or I wonder if it's just the person who's literally holding it at that time. Because he said if it's being lent, it didn't say it's going to the borrower. It said it's literally the person that's holding it at that time.
Okay, gotcha.
Wow.
Everything appears to be proceeding according to plan.
According to plan.
That's true.
Who's
However, those 3 we had killed last week, why did all of them die of heart attacks? I thought we agreed one would be accidental.
The problem was that we named a specific location in Japan. I hear he and his mistress were in Italy.
So if he couldn't fulfill the
Makes sense.
details,
If
then
our
he
request
dies of a heart
Dies of a
attack.
heart
physically
attack, yeah.
impossible, then
Kira will kill that person using his default method, a heart attack.
Police are probably still focused on the dying criminals. Quite frankly, if someone was able to trace the deaths of these people back to us, then he'd have to be a god.
What
To be a
precaution.
god.
Hey, Chief! Oh, you too, Mogi. I've got some great news.
Good.
Light has a theory that Kira is somehow involved with the Yotsuba group. Can you believe it?
Good work.
Security.
We just spoke with the director, and it seems Kira has offered bribes to a number of politicians.
As long as the NPA agrees not to pursue him anymore, he won't lay a hand on any politicians.
So that's that.
That's
The police caved
genius.
into him. If you wish to continue working this case, you'll have to hand in your letter of resignation to the MPA, just as Mogi and I are going to do. You cannot pursue Kira as a member of the police force anymore. They made it quite clear. If you continue to work with Elle, you'll be fired. That's all there is to it. Think it over carefully.
That's true, Chief. Especially if you've got a family to support.
No, man.
You'd be better off as police officers. I'll be sure to visit you at the department and bring you Kira's head as a reward for all that you've sacrificed.
Misaki, as long as I'm alive, you won't be working alone.
Their relationship is so bizarre.
Until I
Right.
catch Kira, so I won't be alone after all. But
I
as
don't
I
need
said,
y'all.
I think the
His
rest of
best
us
friend.
remain as police officers.
Keep the
That's
belts,
because
guys.
the police
That's our
as an
communication.
organization were still hoping to arrest Kira. They weren't bowing to him. As you said, the police have made their position clear. They don't want to catch Kira, so let's just leave it at that.
Wow.
If we're not police officers anymore, we won't be of much use to you. However, all of us have risked our lives to catch Kira. Doesn't that give us the right to decide whether we stay here or return to the police force?
Good point.
Even if we do catch Kira, what are you gonna do after that?
Right.
After that, I'll have to dust off my resume.
Count me in! And I still have my job as Misa's manager. Besides, if I stayed on as a police officer, I'd feel like a total loser.
Think before you open your mouth, Matsuda.
He was just talking about the family that he's about to lose, bro. He's gotta go.
If you remain a police officer, then please don't come back here.
But you know I won't leak any
I
information.
won't be sharing any of our information.
Wow.
But I don't think it's fair to your families to burden them by giving up your livelihood just to continue this.
No one here is going to blame you for quitting.
Yeah, right. We all understand
Those
why you gotta
words.
do this.
But the chief
Nobody
has
will
a
blame you for
family
quitting.
too.
Our situations are completely different.
Kids are
Leave
older.
now after all we've been
And
through.
my
One of
kid's
them's
gonna make
Kira.
my kid's gonna make millions.
Die if that's what it took to catch him, and I meant it.
Ryozaki, you specifically told me that if a task force member were to lose their job under any circumstances, I should make preparations to ensure that their family's financial future was secure. I'm a little curious as to why you're withholding this information.
This is not the time or place, Watari.
I'm sorry.
Ryuzaki, I assume that was some kind of test to determine how committed I was to this task force.
It's not like that, Aizawa.
No. I was testing you. I wanted to see which one you would choose.
Fine then. If I wasn't sure before, I am now. I hate him and his way of doing things.
I like you, Aizawa.
He really gets
I also
under
hate
your
the way
skin.
you've always got to have the last word. You insult me, now you say something like that?
Thank you for everything.
Again. the last word.
Man, this guy.
I just found another one. A general manager of a bank, Yotsuba's biggest competitor. He slipped and fell on the front steps of his house and died instantly.
September the 7th was a Friday,
Slip and
wasn't
fall.
it? All the deaths are concentrated around the weekends.
Huh? On the
When the market's
weekends?
closed.
With the first few victims, the time of death appears to have been random.
Right? When the market
Take
opens
place
Monday.
Friday night
Boom.
and Saturday afternoon.
Is Kira someone from Yotsuba? Or is Kira simply using Yotsuba? I haven't figured that out yet, but we'll proceed under the assumption that this is Kira's doing.
This is all of the Yotsuba Group's employees. Here.
Thank you very much.
That's 300,000 people. That's amazing, Mogi.
Mad quick.
He's been incredibly efficient from the start.
Is there anything I can do to help with the investigation?
Could you get me another cup of coffee?
Coffee,
And for our
boy.
guests over there as well.
17 sugars in it.
Who's the guests?
Those two are the newest members of the task force.
What? Since when?
What?
Iber is a lifelong con man. His unparalleled social skills allow him to befriend and gain the trust of any target. Weddy, she's a thief who specializes in cracking high-end security systems. She was able to enter the building without setting off a single alarm.
Wow. They just show you.
Criminals?
It's unlikely they'll be killed by Kira. Think of them as professionals of
They don't know their names or their faces.
I understand. To investigate Yotsuba, we're gonna need the help of people like this. Let's all do our
like
part to
Catch
make
Me
this
If You Can.
happen.
Right, exactly.
That was an incredible movie.
Aw, he's contemplating life.
Shit, bro.
Is that your wife and kids?
Daddy?
It is! So randomly.
Eriko.
You need to tell me if you're planning to be home for dinner. I just went shopping and I only bought for me and Yumi.
Wow.
Because that's half.
From now on, I can have a break every single week. Maybe
You made the good
we can
decision,
go
bro.
to the zoo together. Or the amusement park.
Watch him.
He's feeling guilty for all the time
That's
he's
right.
lost.
For his homie that was murdered, remember?
Oh, yeah.
In front of in the hotel, man. He can't do any of that simple shit, bro.
Gotcha. Okay, there's more to that.
Bruh, like, this guy was, like, torn inside, bruh. He felt like he gave up on his buddy, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
That's wild.
because you remember when homie pulled up to the hotel and he was ready to fire out and fucking L was like, yo, yes, where are you going? He's like, if you gotta think with your head, don't think with your heart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The next person
You
will be
wanna
out
live.
there. Will be, oh man.
You want to live, you better stay ass here. Oh, wow. That's so sad.
And now he, like that's the thing, like, you're pursuing this case, you're so driven, you're so focused on finding the killer, capturing the thief, or, you know what I'm saying, like, and, like, you're that's your end goal, that's your sole focus, so you never really, like, whenever you have a problem in the case, you stop to think back, why am I solving this case? And then you think about your homie being murdered and you're like, okay, you know what? I'm going twice as hard, full bore, you know what I'm saying? You just need that refresher. And now when this guy's relaxing, he'll be instead of getting those refreshers while he's desolate and desperate, looking for emotional inspiration, now when he's having too much fun, when he's too low or when he gets too high, he's going to be reminded of what brings him back to his center. What is his emotional equator? And that is the death of that guy because, yo, we can't find Kira. Man,
he died in vain.
I feel like giving up. Zoom. Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember him. He died. Let me go hard. Now you're at the park with your daughter. Oh, man, Daddy, can we go for some ice cream? What flavor do you want, honey? What? You remember that flavor that Uncle, you know what I'm saying, used to make for us, you know? And then, like, right back to his emotional equator again, you know, and that was fucked up. And so what I'm wondering about Ryuzaki is the whole trust thing, if it was real, because of the fact that obviously he has access to some kind of wealth or dispensable income, so he can build. You saw how much security fucking features that building had? That was crazy. There's less security features on Bruce Wayne's house. You know what I'm saying? Like,
pretty much.
And I love the whole, like, the guy with the super social skills, you know what I'm saying? So he'll be another guy that can kind of, like, poke at light a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like this new crew. Well, I don't even hear much from them, but, like, the fact that one's a freaking thief and the other one, what is he, a con artist?
No, the girl's a thief and the guy's like
con artist. No?
Yeah, exactly, con artist. I assume.
Because you gotta dig into that mindset to see what plays come out. You know, like you gotta think like a criminal.
And the thing is, because they've never been caught, they're not actually criminals. You know what I'm saying?
True.
They've committed crimes, but because they had like
They're
their records are clean. You know what I'm saying? Which means that, like he said, which is genius, that Kira would have never seen them because they don't have a rap sheet.
Exactly.
And also, like the whole light. I mean, the whole that dude poking away at light. I thought would have been an interesting caveat. The fight that Light and L had was crazy.
Right?
L does his work with the Light does his work with the hands and L does his work with the feet, babe. That like, and what was crazy is when L absorbed the second punch in his eye, literally told him, he's like I said, eye for an eye, and then he kind of dipped and bow, and like he didn't even like when Light hit him the second time, he didn't even move off the spot.
Yeah.
He held it and then he heel kick. Wow, that was crazy.
Like he used the momentum of getting hit to spin around and hit projectile, hit him again.
He literally absorbed the energy like Jordan and Gen V. Like
exactly.
Right back at you.
I said projectile hit, like that's the thing. But anyways.
Projectile hit. What else do we have to go down this episode? We saw them show up to the building. We saw him come in. He had to take off his pants. The fucking detective with the Misa, like he is too, like he's the young detective, but bro, this guy's like, he's so starry-eyed. Like, I'm still Misa's manager, and bro, do you know what's going on here, bro? Like, I think she used to be second Kira. She killed some people. She's clearly a not psychotic, but she's clearly like an over-exuberant young teen that you can't get a hold of, that you can't control. I'm still Misa's manager.
He got the role of a PR agent, and now he's like going full throttle into PR mode. Like he's like, yo, she was offered a role in this movie. She's number one.
That's like, right.
He's like, yo, since I'm managing her, she's just moving up the ranks. That's what he. Anyways. Wow.
This guy is just...
Let's see how long she could hold this third wheel dating Light situation.
I mean, you see her, she's going crazy already, you know what I'm saying? And then obviously she was taken aback with that whole fight scene. I mean, and the thing is, it's not even like, the thing is she's been put in an unusually uncomfortable situation, but the thing is, she's also abnormally vocal about everything in her life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Mr. Stalker, man, can we just do the thing? And I'm like, bro, what is she verbalizing? This is not her first stalker. And what do they like to do when they get hold of you? It's like, shit, girl, you let everybody know everything. You know what I'm saying? And that's how, and she was, honestly, that was one of the dangers when they first met up, was that she was so open and, oh, Light, I'm so excited that you're your second Kira. Oh, you'll be my girlfriend, da 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 da, blah, blah, blah.
Like,
so on and so forth.
Calm down, girl.
Yeah, definitely.
Man. That was good.
Man.
That was good. That was really good.
And the relationship between him and Light, the whole, yeah, man, as long as I'm around, you'll never be alone. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. He's gonna help him catch himself. That's so funny.
And I'm curious to see who at Yotsuba it is, you know what I'm saying, and how they play that off. Because they keep throwing these wrinkles. Like, at first you thought it was Light versus L. Then you had Misa come in the picture. Then you had Rem come in the picture with Misa. Now you have them both mind wipe, and they're both assisting. And, like, you went from the entire police department to down to 5 people in the police department to none of the police department. And if you want to continue the investigation, you got to retire from the police department. And, yo, it's so crazy.
The web is just getting bigger.
The web is just getting bigger. The web, literally, is just getting bitter. And we got to get on to the next one until we find the Spider-Verse. So, thank y'all for joining us for this latest episode of Death Note.
Be sure to hit that subscribe button and don't forget to like the video.
Let us know what you thought about the episode down in the comments. And be sure to go over to our Patreon and check out the full-length uncut reactions, or simply to support our channel.
I'm Shruti.
And I'm Dre. For Beauty and the Beard, we're signing off until the next one.
Peace.